Thank you for accepting, pilot. As you know, Antares Federation forces have secured Ambassador Khonsu II from the HOL. Greenbark 2, a deep cover source in the AF government, has signaled for an intra-system rendezvous to report on this latest development. Greenbark indicates he has information on Ozymandias' next move. We are due to meet our source in 2 hours. I'll be flying as your radio intercept officer. Pennywise and Shuggoth from the 79th will have our wing. Greenbark indicates we will want a larger task force for an intra-system jump later on, which Captain Cernu is currently organizing. I expect this to be strictly a fact-finding excursion, but you and your wingmate's selection for this job should convey the criticality of the situation. Ozymandias has the initiative, and we need every scrap of information we can get to fight him.
Greenbark 2, this is Alpha 1, GTD Intrepid. Beginning authentication sequence. Voice transcription. Is that really necessary, Greenbark 2? Communications set, Greenbark. Proceed with traffic. Ozymandias took some extraordinary risks to capture Khonsu II, only to let him go. Are you saying Khonsu was released just to erode our position in Antares? Negative on both, Greenbark. Then how did Ozymandias learn about it? Do we know why Ozymandias wants it? The gavel debrief strongly suggests Ozymandias is already in possession of the Sophosis. Why is he still in Antares? I know it was some sort of contingency plan concocted by Sol. Last bastions for Terran resistance should Earth fall. Ozymandias didn't get what he wanted from Gavel after all. So his capture of Khonsu wasn't just to flip the frontier? How long until he finds the Masada readout? Understood, Greenbark. But like you said, it's only a matter of time before he finds Masada anyway. We need to get to it first. Likewise, Greenbark. Alpha 1, out. Astrogation is showing a viable jump window into the Iraklion corridor for the next 15 minutes. Alpha 3, report back to the Intrepid. Captain Cernu's task force will be following us in.
Yes, sir. Departing now.
Designated coordinates locked in. Pilots, engage subspace drive.
Zero movement out to 5 kilometers, picking up several faint power signatures in the vicinity. TLW is buzzing with the low threat level and background radiation is causing interference. Alpha 1, be advised. Active Cerberus sentry guns detected. Coordinates forwarded.
Confirmed. picking up zero-comm activity. This base would have been garrisoned with GTI personnel. The rebellion might be over, but that doesn't mean everyone is on the same page. Keep those shields at full. We'll fire, but only if fired on first. Pilots, begin approach for Masada control. Some of these ships might have pingback functions left on. Scan any intact networks you come across if you get the chance. Hopefully we can minimize damage to infrastructure. This place would make for prime defensive real estate if we can hold it. What do you pilots make of those 6 platforms ringed around the control center at about a 5-kilometer radius?
Judging by their positions, they might be part of a defense parameter. Hard to say without a scan. Permission to break off and investigate, sir?
Negative, pilot. Stay on course for Masada control. We'll leave those auxiliary stations to Cernu's teams. We are receiving. This is Commander Rye, Commanding Officer GTD Intrepid.
Forgive me, Commander. Terrans can sound alike over a translator.
Forgiven, Masada. We were expecting to meet a Terran contingent.
Most of your kind wiped themselves out here long ago. As far as I can tell, I am the lone survivor to this decaying outpost, or people refer to me as a Hemate.
Not Hemayat, we're the first wave of a Terran relief force headed into the Iraklion. Your government will be pleased to know you've survived this long. We'll get you out of there as soon as our friends are here.
Thank you, Commander. I've had no company but my thoughts during my sentence here.
Hemayat, we have reason to believe you're a priority target for the Hammer of Light insurgents. You and your work here could be invaluable to their war effort if either were to fall into their hands.
I understand. Some of the last information we received from the outside said you were victorious in saving your homeworld, partly thanks to our efforts on the ancient ship.
Affirmative, Hemayat. Unfortunately, we think the HOL is in possession of that ancient ship now. Their commander, Ozymandias, has been ruthless in tracking you down.
Ozymandias. Last I heard, he was a fast-rising star among the fanatics. No doubt he expects acquiring me with this base to consolidate his power base.
We have no intention of letting him get that far. Ophosis might be lost to us, but only because it's going down with Ozymandias.
Ozymandias only wants what we learned about Ophosis, what drove everyone here to violence so long ago.
Your research was responsible for all this. The abandoned stations, the burnt-out fighters.
In a way, your GTI could not agree on what to do with our discovery, so they fought over it. Our discovery has its genesis in the work you Terrans did on Ophosis before it was lost. It was an automated scout craft, capable of anticipating Shivan incursions and reporting back to its masters. The Ancients gifted the ship with stealth and self-preservation systems the research team was never able to completely reverse engineer. The result was Ophosis. At the twilight of their race, we think the Ancients were given unprecedented insight into the timing of Shivan attacks. Our research implies the Ancients used their own captured Shivan technology when building Ophosis.
Are we saying that Ophosis can see into the future?
Ophosis was capable of multi-dimensional subspace analytics and pattern recognition that enabled it to predict an impending Shivan attack, not just in a technical sense, but on a system-sweeping, Great War invasion scale. We were able to dissect the Ancients' technology and recover their method for anticipating Shivan subspace activity. The model we adapted fits the known dates of Shivan attacks, including Ross 128 and the Ancients before that. What kind of effect would that knowledge have on our populations, Commander? Knowing when the Shivans will return, perhaps to finish what they started. Who's to say we will be as successful against them in the future? Ozymandias would be in a position of unassailable power among the Sudans if he could prove the date of the Armageddon. He would be at the head of a spiritual coup. And I suspect the implications for your species would not be much brighter if this information were made public.
Were your findings ever reported to anyone on the outside?
A lone flight left the outpost not long after our discovery. Where it went and who it talked to, I do not know. When it returned a few days later, the fighting here started. Colonel Nakumra was the last person here to successfully escape the corridor. He said he would bring help. That was 343 days ago. 3 or 4 others escaped the violence before that, when they could, including one of my colleagues. He was to report our findings to a trusted ambassador in the royal court.
Khonsu II?
Yes. How does the ambassador fare?
He lives, barely. He was rescued from the HOL about 36 hours ago.
If my colleague was successful, Khonsu would have known we had a theory, a method, for dating the next Shivan attack. Khonsu would not know the specifics.
Then you have an actual date? When is the next invasion supposed to occur?
Jump signatures detected. 3 Terran fighter wings plus 3 transports.
Omega 1 to Alpha Wing. Transit successful. All craft accounted for. What's your status?
Primary objective accomplished, Omega 1. Your mission is go.
Acknowledged, Alpha 1. Be advised. Weather report shows your current jump window is closing. Next window expected in 5 hours.
Copy that. Epsilon will detach from your group and escort my wing back to the Intrepid. Pilot, get us moving to that node, full burners. Himayat, my people are moving in to pick you up. We will be back with more help as soon as we can.
I can wait a little longer. In the long story of our cosmic struggle, a few more minutes won't make a difference.
The information we received today is as valuable as it is disturbing. If Ozymandias was able to convince others he knew when the Shivans were to return, his following would swell. The Vasudans were vulnerable to the dangers of superstitious thinking even before the fall of Vasuda Prime. Proof of another Shivan attack could push both our species over the edge. The Hammer of Light would be able to press their doomsday ideology into all walks of the student society, and the insurgency would metastasize to unmanageable proportions. We will be reformulating our strategy based on this latest intelligence. All information you were privy to in the course of this mission is classified Level Rho. A second task force is moving into the corridor as we speak to refortify Masada Redoubt. I cannot speak for the veracity of Ahamayat's claims or his research, but nothing is certain. And even if they do know if and when we will face the Shivans again, down to the second, it doesn't change our dire situation in Antares. We've got work to do here.